Hello, my little ponies. This is Tales by the Fire. I'm Stardust, and let's begin with part 1. As Stardust put on her cloak, she tightened it around herself. As she made sure her saddlebag was safely secure, she turned towards the door only to see her brother there.
So, you're really going?
Yes, brother, I am. If somebody doesn't leave to find a cure, nobody will.
It's bad enough we're losing our father. You want us to lose our only sister that's left.
I'm going to save our father. Quite frankly, if we sit around and do nothing, we're no better than the person that poisoned him. And I know where to get a cure. I simply need to go to the Dark Garden. One side is filled with all kinds of poisonous plants. The other side is filled with the cures for them. I just need to find the cure for this particular poison. Need be, I'll grab one of everything, bring it back.
You're an idiot, sister. You will only bring about your own death.
Maybe, but at least I'll die trying. Unlike you, who are perfectly comfortable sitting around twiddling your thumbs, waiting for your coronation day for when our father dies. I'm going. End of discussion.
Very well, Stardust. Just remember, if you get caught, don't bring about the entire light side. If you must die, die, but do not bring our countries back into war.
Of course, brother. I would never dream of such a thing. Goodbye, then. As I pushed past him, I once again noticed the cold sensation that once used to be so warm. I do miss my brothers. They've always treated me different since my sister's death. They've become cold towards me, as if I'm a star in the sky that cannot be touched. Well, no point. I must keep going. I will find a cure for my father. I cannot bear to lose another family member, even if to them I'm nothing but coldness. As I set out towards the Everfree Forest, the land in between our nations, the same path that my sister died on all those years ago, I take a deep breath and slowly enter. As I start walking, I get a strange sensation that I'm being watched. Well, even if anybody did see me, due to the spell I cast on myself, they wouldn't recognize me. So, I continue to walk. I'm about a mile into the forest, halfway there, when I hear a crack behind me. I turn around, horn already blazing with magic, ready to spell and turn anybody who comes at me into a toad. But I'm taken from behind. I swiftly turn around and buck my hind legs into the stomach of my attacker. But I am pinned. All I hear is a grunt, and then a voice that sends shivers to my soul. Well, if it isn't Starry, you might be able to conceal yourself with magic, but you can't conceal your scent. As he says this, he puts his nose close to my neck and inhales. I know that voice. I know the feel of that strange fur. As I look up into the face of the were-pony, at the peculiar ears, the strange yellow-colored eyes, strange thickness of his coat, I see that twinkle in his eyes that I remember from when I was a child. A Nox and a moon.
Yep. Though, You always called me Moonlight. May I ask you, what brings you to the Everfree Forest? You haven't been here since your sister's death.
I'm here to travel, to find a cure for my father. He has been poisoned.
Is that so? Or, well, the king was always a fool, a sentimental fool, but a fool nonetheless, although he was a great king. Yet you come into a place that you dread most of all for a cure.
The cure is not here. It's merely a way on the journey.
Ah, so I see. And where is this journey taking you?
I will not tell. I don't know if I can trust you.
Oh, dear Dust. If I wanted to lead you into a trap to your death, I could have killed you 1,000 times already. What makes you think I would want to kill you?
We were friends once, long ago, but it's been centuries. How do I know I can still trust you?
How? Why, dear Star, I have missed your cynicism. You were never one to easily trust. It took me weeks of following you before you'd even talk to me.
Lily, do we really need to dredge up old pasts? Now, either get off and let me continue on my way, or I will turn you back into a puppy.
Oh, very well, if you insist. I mean, after all, what are old friends for?
He gets off and offers me a hoof up. Well, I must be on my way.
Your heart has grown colder, my Star. Why? I understand the death of your sister was hurtful, but you should have finished grieving long ago. And yet you have still turned to ice even more than you used to be. An ice pony, yet as beautiful as the stars, be yet just as unattainable as they are.
Wolf, leave me alone.
Ah, now isn't that nice? You're calling me by my old name.
Wolf, I mean it. I must be on my way. I turn, and I continue down the path I was. I don't hear him behind me, but I'm sure he's following me. Wolf has always been as stubborn as a mule. Ugh. But, oh well. I see him trot up next to me. The company is nice. It's good to see an old friend, but I mustn't let it distract me. I need to find the cure for my father.
So, where are you going? If I may be of assistance, I would love to help.
I'm heading towards the Dark Nation. There is a cure for what ails my father there.
You're going towards the Dark Nation? Why, that's very dangerous. Though that explains the disguise, although there are other creatures there that would recognize your sense. Or are you banking on the fact that they have forgotten your scent after all these years?
I really doubt any of them remember my scent. The only reason you do is because you've always been obsessive about me.
You move the moon, my dear Star, and I am a wolf pony. Of course I am obsessive about you. You are the princess of the moon. You control the very thing that controls me. In return, you control me. Simple, elegant. That is why.
No, you've always been obsessive about me, not because I control the moon, but because you always had a thing for my sister.
Oh, that's a lie. I never had any desire for your sister.
No, but you always liked her son. You've always shunned the moon. You hate what it does to you. And yet, you always try to be with me in order to get close to her. Lies. A wolf never uses such deceit. A wolf is nothing but deceitful. We come to a fork in the road. And to the life of me, I can't remember which way we take. One path leads to the fallen fairies, the other to the dark. Oh, why didn't I bring that map? To think that I would still be able to remember all the twists and turns is just stupid of me. Don't you remember the way? You traveled this path at least 1,000 times. Yes, I know. I'm just tired, that's all. You may be deceitful, but you were always a bad liar. You're as easily to see as the moon. Now, if you let me help, I will show you the way. I know a way into the palace that will be unguarded, and the king has always kept me close due to the fact that he likes to keep an eye on me since I was so close to the beloved daughters of the Light King. Oh, for Pete's sake, what do you want in return? Wolves don't give you anything for nothing. Magic always comes with a cost, my dear. Yes, I know. But for now, I will lead you. In case you've forgotten, I owe you my life. In this way, I will be repented. I will no longer owe you a life debt by saving the life of your father. You will be helping me save the life of my father, not saving it. As you wish, princess. Always so... what's the word? Critical. Very well. It's a path to the right. Follow me. Yes, well, thank you. I appreciate the help. The sooner we can go, the sooner I can get the antidote to my father. Do you really think your brother will let you give the potion to your father? I mean, after all, he stands to be king. Yes, he stands to be king, but he loves our father. We all do. But this might be his only chance to be king. If I had this chance, I'd let the pack leader die and take his place. Yes, well, unlike you, we are not wolves. We aren't sustainable to such elemental things. We are moved past basic instincts. Oh, now, you used to like my basic instincts, if I remember. You used to love how I could track bunnies and squirrels and all manner of things. You used to love to try to hide from me and hide and seek, if I remember. You quite enjoyed those games. Yes, it must be almost near to the full moon for you to be speaking in such a voice. You're practically speaking in a growl. For the one who controls the moon to ask such a question is utterly laughable. Oh, for Pete's sake, for the last time, I control the stars, not the moon. The moon moves in its cycle naturally. Or it did before the unicorns decided they must interfere. And moving the stars isn't interfering. The stars are my artwork. I keep the basic constellations. I created the constellations and the stories that go with them. I tell stories. I make artwork. My skies are matters of beauty. The moon is merely a giant ball of floating rocks that orbits around our world. The fact that the unicorns seek to control it is laughable. Only one of great power can fully control it. But they've always been meddlesome. You don't mess with nature. It can have very radical consequences. Yes, I suppose. So, how long do you think it will take us to get the ingredient? Oh, it should only take a matter of 2 days. You'll be just in time for the eclipse celebration. The eclipse celebration? I don't remember such a thing. Every 1,000 years there is an eclipse. It used to just be a time when the kingdoms would come together, but the king has made it a celebration every time to show that darkness can truly control the light. So I see. Why don't you sing a song? It will make the time go by faster. I don't have time for such things, and I do not sing any more. We must hurry. Oh, poor Star. Always so impatient. I've had much patience. Wolf, you will behave. You will remember how to treat me properly. I remember. A wolf never forgets. Yes, well. Good then. You're trying to keep your distance from me. Quite frankly, after that incident when your sister died, I don't blame you. To have to endure such pain, to actually feel your sister die as if she was in your body, would be extraordinarily painful. I can't imagine how it feels to have someone that shares part of your soul be killed and ripped away from you. Shut it. I do not talk of that matter. Never speak of it again, Wolf, or I will do this by myself. Don't think I will not turn you into a toad for your insolence. You might be a friend from long ago, but that is all you are. Someone from long ago. We have no ties anymore. You are merely helping me out of a life debt. That is it. As you wish, Princess. It must be painful keeping everybody at bay. You were always more easy to trust people than your own sister. You still have friends, laughing. Or was that the part of your sister's soul that got ripped from you when she died? Enough, Wolf. Please. Stop. Very well. We are here to count the night here. I'd rather it be daylight when we go through the part of the forest that has the Ursa Majors. They can be quite fearsome. But all the Ursa Majors are trained. They weren't dangerous. They were. But the king decided that it would be best not to train them anymore, to create a line of defense. So I see. Very well. We will rest here for the night. It's a beautiful clearing. In the clearing, I can see a beautiful willow tree in the middle with arching, graceful branches, stretching out in the middle, as if reaching for the trees that are across from it. The wind blows it gracefully. It strikes memories. I've been here before. Me and my sister and Wolf, playing in this clearing, running around in the tall grasses under the blue sky, under my sister's shining sun. Makes me want to cry. I still feel the pain from her loss. Wolf